Hello, it's Nina with Stitching with a Smile. I've had a request for an explanation of how to fix if you cut the wrong thread. And I did try to write the instructions, however it is much easier to show it than to write it. So I'm just going to do a quick tutorial. So this is just a sample that I've stitched up quickly. And I've cut it out correctly. However, what if this thread, which should not be cut, is cut? So let's cut it. So say we cut that thread. Okay, that should not be cut. Now we have a problem. It's not a big problem. We can fix it. First thing we want to do is that thread that we cut, we want to take it out all the way out of our piece. It's not easy, but it can be done. So I am going to find that thread on the side. Okay, so we've removed that thread completely. The next step is to take a spare piece of thread from your fabric. I've zigzagged my edges, but I can still somewhere on here find a thread and pull it out longer than you need. Now because I'm doing this as a tutorial, I'm actually going to use a different colored thread. I'm going to use this thread. But normally you would use a piece from your material. And again, I'm just going to, there. I'm going to put a knot to keep it steady. And the idea is to reweave the material thread in from around your piece. Now eventually this will be cut out, so what we do on this side or on the other side won't matter. So I'm going to start reweaving and follow exactly how that thread was woven. Okay, once we get to where they're stitching, it's going to be almost impossible to see exactly and copy the weaving. So we're just going to do it the best we can and come out, and where you can see the weaving, do the weaving properly. Again, I'm behind these cloister blocks, so I really can't see the weaving, so I'm just going to secure it by going in and out through the cloister blocks. Again, I can see now where it's woven, so I will weave properly again. So we've taken out the broken thread and replaced it with a complete thread. And now you can continue with your needle weaving. As I said, I used a contrasting thread so that you could see what I've done, but normally use a piece of your fabric thread so that it's seamless and you can't see what's been done. I really hope that helps if you cut on the interior. Now, if you cut on the exterior when you're cutting out the blanket stitches, and you cut some of your thread, your DMC pearl cotton in this case, that kind of fix is very, very difficult. You may not be able to fix it. And I won't even try to do a tutorial because there are many ways that you could try to fix it. I've used sewing thread, I've used a finer pearl cotton, I've used different things when I've done that. I've done it a couple of times where I have cut the thread around the edge. And I've fixed it so that it looks good, but I would never give it away to someone because I'd be afraid of it unraveling. So with the blanket stitch edge, you will have to be extremely careful not to cut your blanket stitches. Inside, when you do your cutting, it is fixable. It is definitely fixable, so don't worry so much about the inside. And if you are worried about the outside, don't cut. Frame it, make it into a pillow, do something different with it. It doesn't have to be cut on the outside if it concerns you. Thanks so much once again for watching, and we'll see you at the next lesson. Bye-bye.